Send the invite again. We'll just wait for a couple of minutes, allow everyone to join and then start. So the topic for today is विकल्प और प्राथमिकताएं बताना. Okay. So we know vikalp basically means the options, okay, and prathmikta basically means priority. So we'll learn how to make sentences related to these.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. A minute. So guys, I've sent the invite again. Please join. We are waiting. It's not a very long topic, so you can wait for another minute or so. I can see the names on the chat. Please join, guys. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute. Thank you. Yes, I think we have most of our learners. So let's start with the topic. Abhay, can you hear me? Voice got disconnected. Shalini, can you hear me? Shalini, can you hear me? You're on mute at the moment, Shalini. Okay. Z, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read the first slide.
What would you like to have? I did like to have tea, please. आप क्या लेना पसंद करेंगे? मैं चाय लेना पसंद करूंगा या करूं?
Can you read the English sentence once again, both?
Okay, sir. What would you like to have? I did like to.
I did.
I did.
No, I did. I'd. Yes, I'd basically here is what I would like to have tea. Okay. I'd like to have tea. Okay.
Okay, sir. I did.
I'd.
I'd.
Yeah.
I'd like to have tea, please.
Very good.
आप क्या लेना पसंद करेंगे? मैं चाय लेना पसंद करूंगा, करूंगी. What तब इस्तेमाल होता है जब जवाब कुछ भी हो सकता हो. Which Mukherjee do you mean? We have two Mukherjees here. आप कौन से मुखर्जी की बात कर रहे हैं? हमारे यहाँ दो मुखर्जी हैं. Which व्यक्तियों और संज्ञाओं दोनों के लिए प्रयोग किया जाता है और यह एक निश्चित विकल्पों में से किसी एक के लिए पूछता है.
Absolutely. So here we are talking about what and which. Okay. So here, what first it says, what would you like to have? I'd like to have tea, coffee, whatever it is. Which Mukherjee? So basically, what it means here is that. Just give me a minute, guys. Still adding our learners. Okay. So, in terms of these, what do we call these pronouns? Which and what? Guys, what are these pronouns? Which and what?
Sir, I think what is pronoun?
No, so what I'm asking is, yeah, what type of pronoun is it? Which and what are what type of pronouns? So there are different types of pronouns: possessive, personal, reflexive, indefinite, demonstrative. There's one more category that falls into this. What type of a pronoun is which and what? Guys, anyone? Anyone, guys?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyone else can answer. What type of pronoun is the word what and what type of pronoun is the word which? These are fall in the same category of pronouns.
Relative pronouns, sir?
Excellent. Very good. Relative pronouns. Yes, very good. These are called as relative pronouns. Why? Because relative pronouns are nothing but a relative pronoun is a word that introduces a dependent or relative clause and connects it to an independent clause. Basically, that's what we call as relative pronouns. Okay. So who, whom, which, what, that. Okay. These are all relative pronouns that we refer to. There are obviously other categories: whosoever, whatsoever, etc. But these are the basic five, relative pronouns that we refer to. Okay. So here, what it refers to is basically what and which. So what refers to a non-living thing. Remember this: a thing basically meaning non-living thing. Okay, that's what it means. Non-living thing is when we use what. Okay. Okay. Like for example, what are you wearing? Okay, you're wearing clothes. Clothes, non-living. It's a thing basically. Okay. We don't say what is your, in terms of people, when you are referring to a person, we don't use what. That's what it means here. Okay. And that basically refers to anything that is, I'm giving you an example of that. That refers to person, animal, or thing. And when we talk about which refers to an animal or a thing. Animal basically can be categorized as, even humans fall under the category. So animals and things. So basically what it means is that what can only be used for things, however, which can be used for things as well as living beings, basically animals. Okay. So that's the differentiation. Just give me a minute. That's the difference between the two. Okay. We'll look at other relative pronouns as well, if time permits, which is the who and whom. Okay. Let's look at the next slide. Aryan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me a minute. I will move to the next slide. Just a minute. Okay, Aryan, read the sentence given in English only. That's fine.
Which do you prefer, orange or apple?
Read it again. There are plural words.
Which do you prefer, oranges or apples?
Yes, very good. Whenever there is a plural word, please ensure that you read it like plural. So which do you prefer? आप इन दोनों में से कौन सा prefer करते हैं? So here again, विकल्प option दिए हैं basically. There's an option given here. One option is oranges, the other option is apples. So okay. So which, as I mentioned, is used for, can be used for a thing or an animal. Here they've used for thing. Whenever you are giving an option, it's better to use which. Why? Because it's either one of the two, right? So what do you prefer, oranges or apples, is also not incorrect. However, which is the preferred choice in this case? Okay. All right. Next, Kavya,
Sure.
can you hear me?
sir.
Okay, the next one is the start of an exercise. Go ahead, read the next one.
Which one is your favorite teacher in this photograph?
Okay, yeah. In this case, again, you can use which. If it was just one, if you're just simply asking, who is your favorite teacher, that is also appropriate. But here, there are options given. So which is the better word to use when there are options given? Which one? So as I mentioned, you can use it for a person or a thing. So yeah, which one? What is your favorite teacher will not be appropriate in this case because what is used for only non-living things. Okay. So which one of is your favorite teacher? Which one is your favorite teacher in this photograph? Okay. Another way to ask this question would be, your graph. Okay. This same sentence, Kavya, can you rephrase the sentence and ask it in another way using which? Can anyone rephrase this sentence? There's another way of asking the same question using which. You can
Who
ask,
is your
yeah.
who is your
Yes, sir.
No, I
Who
said
is
using
your
which.
favorite teacher in this
Guys, I said
photograph?
using which, not who.
which is your favorite teacher?
No, there are two given here. Which one is your favorite teacher in this photograph? Matlab, ek se zyada hai. So you cannot change the meaning. The other way of asking this question is, which of these in the photograph is your favorite teacher? That's another way of asking the same question. Which of these in the photograph is your favorite teacher? Photo में इनमें से कौन आपका पसंदीदा शिक्षक है? Okay, this is another way of asking the same question by using the same relative pronoun. Okay, all right. Let's continue. Okay, Shahrukh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read the next one, page 4.
Which of those men is Mr. Yogi?
Read it again.
Which of those men is Mr. Yogi?
Answer is correct, but the pronunciation is those. TH, those. Okay,
Those.
those. So which one of those men is Mr. Yogi? That's how you read it. Okay, read it again.
Which one of those men is Mr. Yogi?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's continue. Shubha, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Read the next slide. Complete the sentence.
Second one, sir.
Read the sentence.
Which is your favorite dish among those?
Among those. Okay, which is your favorite dish among those? Okay, good. इनमें से कौन सी आपकी पसंदीदा dish है?
not those.
These, yes, that's correct. Which of which is your favorite dish among these? Yeah, among these. So इनमें से कौन सी आपकी पसंदीदा चीज है? Basically, पसंदीदा dish है. That's what the question is. Okay, that's not those. It's these. Thank you. Yeah. Which is your favorite dish among those? Okay.
Sir, one down.
Yeah.
Sir, where are you, sir? Among, sir.
Among मतलब इनमें से. इनमें से.
One sentence, sir.
के बीच में. Among का मतलब होता है के बीच में. For example, I am the fastest runner among them. Okay, मतलब इनमें से मैं सबसे fastest runner हूँ. Among us or them, among us basically. I am the fastest runner among us. मतलब हमारे बीच में से सबसे तेज भागने वाला मैं हूँ. So among is used when we talk about हमारे बीच, basically something surrounded by or in the company of. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Vipul, go ahead. Read the next one. Read the next slide.
टेक विच एवर यू लाइक बेस्ट, जो भी आपको सबसे ज्यादा पसंद है ले लो। विच एवर का मतलब है जो भी या कोई भी। विच होटल वुड यू प्रेफर टू स्टे इन, विच एवर इट डज नॉट मैटर टू मी, आप कौन से होटल में रहना पसंद करेंगे, कोई भी नहीं, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
Very good, thank you. So yes, here we are looking at words like whichever, whatsoever, whosoever, etc. Okay, so let's look at those as well. So here what the sentence basically means is we use whichever, इसका मतलब whichever का मतलब क्या है, जो भी या जो भी या कोई भी बेसिकली। सो इनमें से कोई भी चीज जो आपको पसंद है वो ले लीजिए बेसिकली, दैट्स व्हाट इट बेसिकली मींस। टेक व्हिचएवर यू लाइक, मतलब इनमें से जो भी है, व्हाटएवर द स्पीकर इज रेफरिंग टू, इनमें से कुछ भी, मतलब लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल ही इज लेड आउट नंबर ऑफ टॉयज, टेक व्हिचएवर यू लाइक द बेस्ट, लाइक बेस्ट। और let's say you've gone shopping and the shopkeeper is displayed or laid out 5 or 6 clothes in front of you, and someone who's there with you, let's say your father is with you shopping, or anyone who's supposed to buy that as a gift for you, tells you take whichever you like, मतलब इनमें से कोई भी जो आपको पसंद है वो ले लीजिए। Which hotel do you prefer to stay in? So whichever, it doesn't matter to me. So this is the basic difference between which and whichever. Which का मतलब होता है आप एक चीज के बारे में बात कर रहे हो। Which hotel do you prefer मतलब एक ऑप्शन, राइट? या तो मुझे ये पसंद है या तो दूसरा ऑप्शन पसंद है। So which hotel do you prefer? XYZ, ABC, whatever. तो इन दोनों में से एक कौन सा पसंद है? Yeah, just a minute. और whichever का मतलब है कोई भी चलेगा। So when you talk about which, that refers to one option among the 2 or 3, more than one. And whichever basically means it can be anything that ever, whatever you like. That's what it means. Yes, Bipul.
सर जैसे सर फॉर एग्जाम्पल फ्रूट्स, जैसे फल और मैंगो और बनानास, विच एवर इट डज नॉट, इसको कैसे बोलेंगे सर?
आप कहना, what is the meaning of the sentence? I don't know what is the meaning of the sentence.
जो भी पसंद है सर ले लो, मतलब
So take,
फल में भी कौन स्पेसिफिक फल या
that's okay. I got your point. Basically, you're saying take whichever you want, the mangoes or the bananas. That's what you can say.
Yes.
Or take either the mangoes or the bananas, or take whatever you want. Take whichever you want, mangoes or bananas. That's fine. You can say it. So then if you are telling someone take whichever you want, then you don't even need to mention the option because options are already there, right? So you are just stating that take whichever you want. Okay.
थैंक यू
All
सर।
right. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's continue. Soumya, please continue. Read the next one.
Which is the cheaper of the two hotels?
Which is the cheaper of the two hotels? दोनों में से सबसे सस्ता होटल कौन सा है? That's the option given here. Just a minute. So this is a question, obviously. Thank you. So this is a question that you are probably asking a travel agent. Which is the cheaper of the two hotels? This one or the other one? Okay, so again, there are two options here. Thank you. Can be 3 as well, more than. So anything more than 1, you can use which when you're talking specifically about each one of those. Okay. Ajmol, go ahead, read the next one. Ajmol, you're on mute. Go ahead, read the next one.
Yes, sir. Which is the best film of this year? Third one is right, sir.
Film nahi, film.
Film.
Film, yeah. Film nahi,
Okay.
film. Film, yeah. Kai jan film pronounce kar. That's an incorrect pronunciation. Which
Okay.
is the best film of this year? Film. The spelling is F-I-L-M, so you need to read it like that. Film. Okay. Which is the best film of this year? Okay. Thank you. Abhay, go ahead, read the next one. Abhay, you're on mute. Go ahead, read the next one.
Which of these?
Yeah, go ahead. पूरा sentence complete कीजिए अभय.
Yes, sir.
Sentence complete कीजिए.
Which of these two boys is more intelligent?
Very good. Which of these two boys is more intelligent? Correct. Thank you. Dipali, go ahead. Read the next one.
आप में से श्री योगी का बेटा कौन सा है? Which is Mr. Yogi's son?
No, आप में से पूछा है उसने.
Which of you? Sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Which of you is Mr. Yogi's son?
Yeah, very good. Very good.
Yes,
Which
sir.
of you is Mr. Yogi's son? Okay, thank you. The other Dipali, go ahead. Read the next one. Yes, the other Dipali, can you hear me? Okay, I'll come back to you. Shalini Mishra, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Read the next one.
When is your flight? आपकी फ्लाइट कब है? When समय के बारे में पूछताछ करने के लिए भी इस्तेमाल किया जा सकता है. When is your birthday? आपका जन्मदिन कब है?
Very good. When, obviously, see, what is the difference between? Yeah, so when we talk about when, we refer to what do we refer to? Samay, basically time, right? So that when can refer to either a particular time, right? When at 9 p.m. Okay, that is also fine. It can also refer to a particular month, a day, etc. So when you say time, time has a broader perspective, obviously. So when ka matlab, when is your flight? The answer can be, you know, my flight is on Monday. The answer, if the question is being asked today, you could be a little more specific and then ask what time is your flight, okay? So remember, when we use what time is your flight, that is a little more specific if you're referring to the exact time. When can possibly mean a particular day, date, yeah, date, day, month, etc. Okay. When is your birthday? Okay. When, again, we know that when is your birthday basically means here the person is referring to a day or date, right? So that's the difference between when and what, when we use in terms of reference to time. Okay. If you want to be a little more specific, you would say what time is your flight? But here is asking when is your flight? You can also reply with either the time or the date or the day, whatever. Okay, that's fine. All right, thank you. Shima, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, read the next slide.
Okay. हम कौन से महीने में तुम्हारी पदोन्नति का जश्न मना रहे हैं? First one is right. In which month are we celebrating your promotion?
Promotion, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Pad unnati, basically, I think that is what the word is here in Hindi.
Yes, sir. Pad unnati.
Yeah, so the answer here is in which month are we celebrating your promotion? Yeah. The other way of asking using when is when are we celebrating your promotion? That can be another way of asking. But here the speaker is referring to a specific month. So in which month are we celebrating your promotion? This is a kind of sentence where, you know that someone is getting promoted, will get promoted, has already got promoted, but officially, it could be this month, next month. So probably the person is, the person knows that the guy or girl has already got promoted. The person has already got promoted. So the speaker is asking that person, in which month are we celebrating your promotion? Probably with an intention to get, a party or something like that. So when are we celebrating your promotion? Okay, let's continue. Shalini Gupta, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, read the next one.
I would rather sit for a while. मैं थोड़ी देर के लिए बैठना पसंद करूंगा.
Sit लिखा है.
Sit.
Yeah.
Would rather पसंद व्यक्त करने के लिए भी प्रयोग किया जाता है. I don't want to go for a walk. I would rather take some photographs. मैं सैर के लिए नहीं जाना चाहता बल्कि मैं कुछ तस्वीरें लेना पसंद करूंगी.
Yeah, very good. So words like these, I would rather is used when there are two options available. Okay. So for example, if someone tells you, okay, let's go out for a walk. Your reply is, I would rather sit for a while. Okay. So it's not something that you are stating just as one option available, then you don't say that, right? What is the meaning of rather? Shalini, what is the meaning of rather?
Don't know, sir.
No problem. Anyone else? What is the meaning of rather?
Balki.
Yeah, excellent. Very good. Very good. Absolutely. So rather basically means here it's either of the two options available that I would prefer to do this. Okay, that's what it basically means here in this case. So rather is bulky. That what part of speech is the word? What part of speech is it? Noun, verb, adverb, verb, whatever it is. What part of speech is it? Part of speech is it? Guys, rather. I would rather prefer to sit. So what part of speech is the word rather?
Adverb.
Adverb. Absolutely right. Adverb. Adverb is correct. Rather basically means what? It's used to indicate two things. One is there are a couple of meanings. One of the meanings of using rather is it's used to indicate one's preference in a particular matter. So isliye the topic was what? Priority or options, vikalp, right? So when we talk about preference is one of the things that we use the word rather. Preference ka matlab kya hota hai? Preference kabhi aata hai. When does the word, when does preference come into picture? When does words like preference, choice come into picture? When there are what? When there are options available. Yeah, exactly. Very good. When there is more than one thing. It's not straightforward that I want to sit. I want to sit basically means that it's, you are simply stating that you are declaring declarative sentence that this is what I want to do. There's no, you're not considered, there's no option available. This is what you want to do. Assertive sentence, okay? A declarative sentence. This is what I want to do. I want to sit basically, okay? So here, when the word used rather is when there is a indicate one's preference in a particular matter. So as the example that I mentioned is, I ask you, okay, I've asked you, let's go out for a walk. You're telling me I would rather sit for a while. Okay, that's my preference in that particular matter of doing something at that point of time. The other way in which you can use it is a very common way of using it when we talk about the extent or degree. It's rather cold today. Okay, it's rather cold today. Iska matlab kya hai? Ki aaj काफी हद तक ठंडी है basically. So that is one of the other things that you use. It's probably the most common way of using the word rather. It's quite, so basically means what? It's relatively cold, or it's somewhat cold, or it's slightly cold. Okay, it's quite cold today. That's the meaning of using rather in this case, using it to define a particular degree or extent. The other thing that you can use is when we how do I put it across? Let me give you a sentence. Okay, let's say let me give you a sentence and then you can answer my question. No shortage of give me a minute. Okay, let's say this is my sentence here. Okay, this is not meant for you all. This is just a general sentence that I came up with. Okay, so the sentence here is, there is no shortage of keen students. Keen, someone who is who's sharp, who's someone who is keen to learn basically. Okay, there is no shortage of keen students or enthusiastic students at Hello English. Rather, the problem is poor attendance. This is not meant for y'all, okay? So don't take it personally. This is just a sentence that I came up with to explain the meaning of the word rather. Can someone tell me what is the meaning of the word rather here in this case? However I used it. There is no shortage of keen students at Hello English. Rather, the problem is poor attendance, okay? So what is the meaning of the word rather in this sentence?
क्योंकि
Kyunki, okay. Anyone else wants to add something? I want you to explain it in English, basically.
because
Not because or kyunki, that reasoning.
There are number of students who wants to learn, but they don't attend class.
Very good. So what are you doing when you explain that? What are you trying to indicate? You're right. You're on the right track. What are you trying to indicate using the word rather?
Reason.
Reason is one thing. Because
Reason.
Because let's stick to, okay, because however, yeah, very good. However is probably the closest word here. When you say however here in this context, when you look at it logically, what it means is I have used the word rather to indicate what? It's used to precede an idea that is different or opposite to a previous statement. Okay. So what is opposite here in this case? The two opposites are, there is, that there are students who are enthusiastic, who are absolutely keen on learning. But the opposite of that is the fact that there's poor attendance. Okay. So like, for example, let's say there is no shortage of basic skills in the workplace. Like people have a lot of skills, basic skills. Rather, the problem is poor management of the company, let's say, or poor management generally. मतलब skillful लोगों की ऑफिस में कमी नहीं है, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम जो है वो poor management है. So this becomes what I'm using rather to precede an idea that is different or opposite to a previous statement. Okay. This is also when we use the word rather. So remember, when you have two sentences and you want to use a contradictory notion or an idea, or the opposite idea of a previous statement, you can again use the word rather. Okay. So yeah, well done. Your answers were correct. This is how we understand the meaning of a given sentence. So can be used in both sentences. You can use rather at the start of a sentence as well if you've mentioned something previously which is opposite to what you are mentioning now in this statement. Okay. Good. Well done. Thank you. Let's continue. Ankita, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please go ahead, read the next slide.
I would rather have coffee.
Yeah, again, so this sentence is spoken in what context? When someone has offered you something, right? So maybe someone's offered you tea and coffee. You're saying, I'd rather have coffee, okay? Or someone's telling you, a lot of times what happens is someone tells you that what they are doing or they are getting for you. If I tell you that, let me get a cup of tea for you, and you are telling me I'd rather have coffee, that's a little more polite way of saying, rather than saying I want to have coffee. Or you can also say another way of saying it politely is, I would rather prefer coffee. Okay. You can also say that. So this is again, this is a little more polite way of you stating your preference as compared to what was offered to you. So आपको कुछ चीजें ऑफर की गई थी, लेकिन आपका preference कुछ और है. So that's a polite way of saying that this is what I'd rather prefer than what you've offered me. Okay. Thank you. Meera, go ahead, read the next one. Meera, can you hear me? Meera, you're on mute. I'm unable to hear you. Yeah, come back to you. Asma, can you hear me? Asma, can you hear me? Yes, Asma, go ahead, read the sentence. Okay, Manju, can you hear me? Guys, you need to unmute. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, yeah, Tulsi, go ahead, read the sentence.
I would
Yeah, I would rather.
be a doctor than an engineer.
Then an engineer. Engineer. Okay, engineer.
Sir, your voice is repeated.
No, it's she's put me. Probably it's from the learner's end. वो echo हो रहा है because of maybe a speaker phone. That's why. So yeah. Yeah, that's correct. I would rather be a doctor than an engineer. Okay, correct. Thank you. Let's continue. Anyone who just joined? Shivani, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Go ahead. Read the next sentence.
Shall I open the window? क्या मैं खिड़की खोल दूं?
Yeah, shall I open the window? Absolutely right. Thank you. Deepak, go ahead. Read the next slide. Almost at the end of the topic. Deepak, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
It is rather cold today. थोड़ी ज़्यादा ही ठंड है. The film was rather boring. फिल्म थोड़ी ज़्यादा ही boring थी.
Absolutely. Thank you. So this is what we discussed earlier as well, that you can use it in this particular way. Rather, here again is used as an adverb to show the extent of something. Okay. First one is the extent of the temperature, obviously. And the second one is the quality of the film, rather, whether it was engaging or no. That's what it is according to the speaker. Okay. All right. Thank you. Asma, can you hear me now? Yeah, I think I can hear you. Go ahead, Asma, read the next one. Asma, you're probably on mute. Volume जो है वो बहुत low है यार. I'm unable to hear you. Meera, can you hear me? Okay. Ankita, go ahead, read the next one, last one.
She was rather nervous to see him.
Yeah. What is the meaning of the sentence? The person was nervous, basically, a little hesitant. Okay, that's what it means. Yeah. She was rather nervous. Basically, nervous can mean anything. You know, the person is either anxious, tense, or excitable. It can mean anything. Okay? It depends. So yeah, nervous is a word that can be used for different things. Okay. So yeah, we were discussing the relative pronouns here. So let me ask you a couple of questions. Anyone can answer. Okay, you're free to answer. Okay. When do we use the word however? Give me a sentence, one sentence at a time. Anyone can give me a sentence using however. Please give me a sentence when you have a complete sentence. Okay, I don't want you to hesitate and think of a sentence when you are reading it. Make a sentence with the word however. And tell me the meaning of the word however. Okay. However का मतलब होता है हिंदी में हालांकि. Okay, मगर या तो भी basically. Okay, but nevertheless, nonetheless, although, these are the synonyms of the word however. Again, is used as an adverb. Okay.
May I, sir?
Yeah, go ahead.
I can play tennis. However, I can't play cricket.
Okay, what is the sentence? I can play tennis.
I can play tennis. However, I can't play cricket.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How many meaning of the however, sir?
I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Yeah, I'll come to that. Anyone else has any other sentence using however? This is one of the meanings that he's conveyed. Okay. Basically, here it means that there's a contrast. Okay. Contradiction, basically, to introduce a statement that contrasts or seems to contradict something that has been said previously. In his sentence, he has already said that he can play tennis. However, he contradicts it by stating that he cannot play cricket.
So I'm audible.
Yeah.
I'm trying from a long time, sir. So
No
what
problem.
does it mean? She was rather nervous to see him.
मतलब वो थोड़ी बेचैन थी या टेंस थी. She was rather nervous to see him. मतलब या तो excitable. See, nervous है ना, nervous एक ऐसा word है जो positively भी use हो सकता है और negatively भी use हो सकता है. Nervous can also mean an excitable nervousness, meaning कि आप किसी को मिलने के लिए you are extremely excitable. मतलब आप you are it's not that you are only frightened or you are anxious, but it can also mean that you are a little excitable. मतलब आप so it can also mean that you are looking forward to it in a positive way. But yes.
So without rather, we can also use no. Or
No.
not?
No, you can use it. I was nervous. However, rather is used as an adverb to emphasize on the fact that to a certain extent the person was nervous. So that's why you use the word rather.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
May I?
Sorry?
May I make a sentence?
Yeah, go ahead. However.
Yeah. I go to my work. Sorry, I go to my work every day. However, I don't want to go.
So you can just say, I go to work every day. My work is not needed. I go to work every day. However, a better way of saying, I don't want to go sounds very vague. I go to work every day. However, I wish I couldn't, or I wish not to. I wish not to. Okay. I go to work every day. However, I wish not to. इसका मतलब है मैं हर रोज काम पर जाता हूं लेकिन मैं नहीं चाहता कि मैं नहीं चाहता. So you don't need to repeat, I do not want to go again or do not want to go to work. It's understood because you've already mentioned something previously. Okay.
Right.
I go to work every day. However, I wish not to. Or however, I do not want to. That's also fine. Okay.
Due to pandemic, that's why my sentence is.
Yeah. No problem.
Alright.
Thank you. So here, yeah.
Is it right, sir? I want to learn English, however, books are not available.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. I was looking for someone who could explain in terms of a reason. Okay. Yeah. Very good. So here, basically, it means what? That. Give me a minute, guys.
Hello.
Give me a minute. Let me answer. What was the sentence, Dipali? I want to
learn English, however, books are not available.
However, books aren't available. Okay. Here, what you're stating is using the word, however, using it as but. Okay, but books are not available. So this is the point. Yeah. Thank you for highlighting this. Whenever there is a choice between using the word but and however, prefer to use the word however. Sounds a little better. Sounds a little more polite. Sounds a little more formal, and sounds a little more, crisp and clear. So if there is a choice, I want to learn English, but books are not available. Books aren't available. Prefer to use the word however. Shows a better command over the language. Okay. So that is a better word than using but. Okay. All right. Good. Anyone else? Very good sentence. Thank you. I was looking for someone to give me a sentence using that kind of a meaning.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I want to say something about however. It had rained heavily. However, crops were needing less rain. It could be fruitful if rather less.
Take your time. Take a minute. Your sentences are multiple sentences. I want you to give me a proper sentence. There's a lot of hesitation in your sentence, so I'm not able to understand what is the meaning of your sentence. So write it on a piece of paper so that you can make a proper sentence. Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. However, we all understand what is the meaning of however. Okay. Let's move to another word. Whatever we've discussed, it's anything at all. It doesn't matter what. Okay. So that is the meaning of any whatever. Can someone give me a sentence with whatever? We've discussed the word whatever. Yeah, go ahead. Let one person complete, whoever is answering, then you can answer. Yeah, go ahead.
I will give you whatever you want.
Yeah, very good. I will give you whatever you want. Yeah, good. Anyone else?
Yes, sir. You can do anything, whatever you want.
See, in this sentence, repeat your sentence.
Yeah, you can do anything, whatever you want.
So here you don't need to use anything, right? You can just say you can do whatever you want.
Okay, sir.
Meaning is the same. So you don't need to use the similar words. Okay. So don't, you can do anything. अगर बोल दिया तो उतना काफी है. या तो कहिए you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, it's not needed to use anything and whatever together because the meaning is the same thing.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you can do anything or you can do whatever you want. Either of the two you can choose. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So anything basically means, we are talking about when we say anything, it basically means whatever basically means anything at all, or it doesn't matter what. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Whichever we all know, whichever basically means any one at all, or it doesn't matter which. Okay. Can someone give me a sentence with whichever?
Sorry, but I have a sentence
Yeah.
with
Go ahead.
whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever I will not with his whatever I will not with his opinion, but as a friend, I will be there with him.
I didn't understand the meaning of the sentence.
ओके जो भी हो मैं उसकी ओपिनियन को सपोर्ट नहीं करता या मैं उसके ओपिनियन के साथ नहीं हूँ पर फिर भी एज अ फ्रेंड मैं उसके साथ वहाँ पे हूँगी.
See, the problem is the meaning of the sentence. I understand the second part of the sentence. You are trying to say that कुछ भी हो जाए, although I don't agree with the person, I am still, I will still be with that person. This is somewhat your meaning, right? So here then whatever, you are using it a very casual way, but there's no meaning attached. So you can say whatever happens, or the other way of saying this sentence is whatever is his opinion, okay, comma, although I don't, or I am not in agreement with it, I will continue to be with him as a friend. अभी इसमें क्या, इसका मतलब क्या है इस सेंटेंस का? First meaning is whatever is his opinion, okay, comma, although I am in agreement, I am not in agreement, okay, I am not in agreement with it, okay, or with him, I'm not in agreement with him, I will continue to be with him as a friend. So basically the second clause that I've used is like a help subordinate clause. It is not needed, but I've used it. So whatever is his opinion, I will continue to be with him as a friend. This is the meaning of the sentence. You've just added another clause stating whatever is his opinion, although I am not in agreement with him, okay, I will continue to be with him as a friend. Got it?
So grammatically, my sentence is not right.
Meaning, yeah, the meaning conveyed is not.
Meaning is not clear.
Or the other way you can say is whatever happens, I will continue to be with him as a friend, although I don't agree with his opinions.
Okay, sometimes when we translate, we think in Hindi. So that's why this type of problem is going to happen, right?
So don't translate. That's what I mean. Don't translate. Think of the meaning in first. Think of the meaning in English. Only if needed to understand the meaning, then translate.
What happens? We are used to talking like that when we think in English also. So we are speaking like that. Whatever.
No, that's fine. I understand that. What I'm trying to tell you is that try not to do it. Try and think of, whenever you are thinking of a sentence in English, first try and think in English only. If you need help to understand the meaning, then look at then think in Hindi. Otherwise, don't think. If I give you a situation and I want you to make some sentences in English, think in English. Don't think in Hindi and then translate. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I understand, sir, but the problem is here the way we are used to speaking, right? So we are habituated.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you, to break that habit. And that's what I mean. So that's the first step. I understand that. I completely understand that. And that is the suggestion that I always give. Try and think in English. Try and develop that habit. It will not happen in a day or two. It will happen over a period of time. And you will still need to take help from Hindi, Marathi, whatever your language is, to understand the meaning. There's nothing wrong in that. What I'm trying to tell you is try and break that as much as possible. So when I give you a situation, try and think of the sentence in English only first. If you need help to understand the meaning in Hindi, then go to Hindi. Otherwise, don't go. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. So that's how you develop. Yeah. Because the meaning has to be clear. That's what the point that I'm trying to make is, because when you translate, sometimes the words go here and there because the two languages have different meanings. Alag meanings hai, right? So उसमें एक वर्ड आपने हिंदी में था, उसको आप इंग्लिश में ऐड करते हो तो उसका मीनिंग थोड़ा अलग हो जाता है. उसको अवॉइड करने के लिए सिर्फ इंग्लिश में पहले सोचिए, then think of it in Hindi if you need it. Okay. All right.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So your sentence, just to correct, go back to your sentence. Whatever happens, although I am not in agreement with him, I will continue to be him. I will continue to be with him as a friend. Okay. Or back him as a friend. Okay. All right.
Yeah, so thank you.
You're welcome. Correct sentence. Whatever the sentence that I had asked was whichever. Can someone give me a sentence with whichever?
So all the hotels whichever situated near the bank are good. Near the
problem with
river
this.
bank.
What is your sentence again? Repeat it.
All the hotels whichever situated near the river bank are good.
आपका कहने का मतलब क्या है? Now tell me what is the meaning of it in Hindi. मतलब
जितनी भी होटलें नदी के किनारे बनी है वो सभी अच्छी हैं.
Okay, so there are different ways of saying this. There is a possibility that there will be many hotels which are not near the, जो नदी के किनारे पर नहीं है, right? So the way you make this sentence is whichever hotel, okay, whichever, you not say of all the hotels, you'd say whichever hotel is situated, okay? Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute, guys. Just give me a minute, guys. This is an important call that I need to quickly answer. Just give me a minute.
Hello.
Yes, Dipali, your sentence, I will just quickly read that sentence for you. So your sentence should be whichever hotel is situated on the banks of the river, is good, okay? Or is wonderful, okay? Better way, rather than using good, is a very basic, is wonderful. Okay?
Wonderful.
Yeah, whichever hotel is situated on the banks of the river is wonderful. The other way of using this sentence, okay, is that among all the hotels in the city, the ones situated on the banks of the river are the best. Okay, or whichever hotel is situated on the banks of the river is best. Okay, or among all the hotels in the city, the ones situated on the banks of the river are the best. Okay, you can make it the other way around as well. Okay.
Yes, sir. So may I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you can choose whichever you prepare.
You can choose whichever you prefer. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
So whichever, we understand the meaning is basically at any one at all, or it doesn't matter which. That is the meaning of whichever. Now give me a sentence with the word whenever. Whenever का मतलब at any time at all, or it doesn't matter when. या तो कभी भी, या तो कभी भी नहीं, कभी भी, it doesn't matter. Okay.
Sir,
Whenever.
sir, whenever you like, you can come over my house.
Yeah, fine. Good sentence. Yeah, whenever you like, you can come over and you can visit me. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Anyone else?
Yeah, you can go outside whenever you need.
You can go out whenever you need to. Okay, this is a better way of saying that. You can go out whenever you need to. Outside not needed. Out. So you can go out whenever you need to. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can. Yeah. You can go out whenever you need.
Correct. Yeah. Yes, Deepak, you're saying something.
Whenever you need help, you can call me.
Excellent. Very
I
good.
will
Whenever
help
you
you.
need help, you can call me. Okay. Whenever you need help, you can call me. Good. Anyone else?
Whenever you want to call, you can call.
Good. Very good. Thank you. Next one is wherever. Wherever. Kahin bhi, right? Wherever, basically at any place at all. It doesn't matter where. Give me a sentence with wherever. There's a very popular song, Whenever,
I'm ready
Wherever.
to go with you wherever you want.
Sorry?
I'm ready to go with you wherever you want.
Yeah, very good. We've heard that kind of sentence in many movies. Yeah, go ahead. Anyone else?
Yes.
You can learn English wherever you want.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Good sentence. Yeah, good sentence. It's related to, the way we do the classes. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yes.
We took all the photographs wherever we visited.
Yeah, good. We took all the photographs wherever we visited. Yeah. Anyone else?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Wherever will I get like these clothes?
No, there's a problem with the meaning. What is your sentence? Repeat it.
Sir, I want to make a question, sir.
So उसमें आप wherever नहीं use कर सकते. You'll need to ask where will I get these clothes?
Okay, sir. So can I make other sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can use your sentence. You can say, I'm ready to travel wherever I get these clothes. I'm ready to visit any shop wherever I get these clothes. Okay, you can say that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sir, may I?
Yeah.
Yeah, meet me wherever you like.
I can meet you wherever you like. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you. The next one, the last one before we wrap it up is whoever. Any person at all, or it doesn't matter who. This is the meaning of whoever. Give me a sentence with whoever. Koi bhi ho. That's what the meaning is. Yeah.
In emergency, whoever can call me.
Sentence का meaning क्या है?
In emergency, who can call me?
You're confused with the meaning of the sentence. Your sentence should be, in emergency or during an emergency, anyone can call me. That's what you are telling others. Please call me whenever there is an emergency. So this is the sentence that you're trying to make, right? So here in this case, you cannot use whoever.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah.
Sir, can I?
Yeah.
I don't care whoever they are.
So here, the sentence is fine. I don't care whoever they are. Give me a minute. I'll write the sentence. I don't care. Okay. The better word would be whosoever. Okay. I don't care whoever they are. It's correct. Good. Very good. You can use that. If you want to emphasize a bit on that, you can also say, I don't care whosoever they are, or whoever they are. Both are fine. You can say that. I don't care whoever they are. That's fine. You can use that.
Okay, sir.
मुझे परवाह नहीं कि वह कौन भी कोई भी हो, या और वह कौन है, basically. Correct. You can say that. Yeah. Anyone else?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You can watch movie whoever you want.
Whichever you want, guys. Movie. Here, who is referring to a person. Movie is a non-living thing. It's a thing that you're talking about.
Sir,
So you can watch. Yeah.
If I have to say in Hindi, आप किसी के भी साथ फिल्म देख सकते हो.
So you can watch you can watch a movie with whoever you want
Yeah.
to. With whoever you want to.
Okay, sir. I miss with word, sir.
Yeah. You can watch a movie with whoever you want, or you want to. Want to is better, because they want to watch a movie. So you can watch a movie with whoever you want to. आप जिसके साथ चाहे movie देख सकते हैं. That's what it means. Okay. All right, guys. Well done. So I need to wrap it up. Well done. Thank you very much for your time. Please keep practicing. The relative pronouns in the topic were limited. Okay, with were, which, what. Okay. I try to ensure that we can cover as many pronouns and adverbs as possible. So please do practice in your free time. Okay. I will see you guys tomorrow.
Sir. Thank you, sir. I have learned lots of new things today.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thank you. I'm happy to know that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Pro learners, quickly join the Zoom meeting.
Ma'am, you have chosen nice background. Ma'am, your voice is not audible, ma'am.
Yes. All right, students, so let's quickly start this session. As you all know, it's a speaking session, so let's quickly take a good topic to speak on. Students, I just need a minute. I don't know why my file is not uploading. Just a minute. Yes, let's start. So I believe yesterday we did the topic. What was the topic for yesterday? Speech something, freedom to speech and hate speech, and how to impress your new boss. Now we have who are the people, famous or not famous, you admire most. Wow, very good topic. Admire means someone you like, someone you love, someone you like to be, right? So what is that person, or who is that person? Is it a famous person or is it a normal person? Like it could be a family member, any of your friends, anyone. So your question is, who are the people, famous or not, you admire most? Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. I admire my mom. Ma'am, should I add most?
Yes, you can say that I don't admire any famous person because I admire my mother the most, or my mom the most.
Okay, I admire my mom most rather than other people because she's very hardworking and disciplined woman, and she handled everything very well. Like when she was doing the job, she was handle the household chores as well as job simultaneously. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, Isha. अगर आप audible नहीं होगे, I will let you know. Don't worry about it.
Actually, I have a network issue, ma'am. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, it's okay. I will stop you if you are not audible.
Then, so I have learned how she has a talent. She has a different kind of talent. Like she is master in cooking. She is master in knitting, like Hina. So she has like she knitting very well. Whatever product she makes, it's look like I have buy it from outside the market. So her skill is whatever whatever she whatever she does it, she do it by ma'am बहुत दिल लगा wholeheartedly. She uses her mind very bravely to tackle the problems. So this is a reason why I admire her most. And in future, whenever I get in trouble, she helps me to come out. So her boldness, her bold nature, and how to deal with the world.
ईशा, you are on mute. बोलते बोलते आप म्यूट हो गए.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. I got a call. I'm really sorry. That's it, ma'am. Then I forget what to say.
I don't know what happened, Isha. Today you are making so many mistakes while speaking. First of all, the pronunciation of she. Sometimes you are calling it she, sometimes she, and I have bought, not I have bring. Many other mistakes you are making. Sentence structure is not up to the mark. I want you to prepare your answer and then answer. Okay?
Okay.
Yes, who is next? People, your topic is very simple. आपको सिर्फ ये बताना है, आपको जिसको एडमायर करते हैं वो एक फेमस पर्सनालिटी है, लाइक कोई हीरो, कोई हीरोइन, या फिर कोई बिजनेस पर्सन, या फिर कोई नॉन फेमस पर्सन है, लाइक योर मदर, फादर, कभी कभी हमारे अंकल आंट्स भी होते हैं जिनको हम एडमायर करते हैं, राइट? सो दिस इज योर टॉपिक. Nobody is speaking.
Everybody is sleeping. Okay. Yeah. So, may I, ma'am?
Please go ahead.
So, it's not famous person, but I admire most my father. And I believe that he is the only person, or you can say the role model of my life. He always tried to support me, and I just, you can say, fond of their behavior, how to deal with the problems and how to deal with the situation, just some thing like a financial issue, or you can say any debt issue. So how they deal with that situation and how they overcome from this, I believe that I can't do this, because in that situation most of the people lost their ways to find a solution for that. So the best thing is in my father, that is calmness. They always remain calm. They don't think very hyper, like, oh, this thing happened or this thing happened. They always believe very things like gonna smooth. So this is the best thing in my father, and I learned this thing from my father, but I can say only 17%, not all the things. And the demerits in me is like I'm very aggressive in nature, so just I'm trying to copy my father, and I'm trying to just be like him, how they deal with the other people and how they talk with other people. So this is all from my side, ma'am.
Yes, Sachin, just one thing. I don't know why, what happened with you. Your father is a male person, right? तो उसके साथ he use होगा, right?
When did I use he?
You are using they.
So I'm just giving respect. Way.
Oh God, no, Sachin, ऐसा नहीं होता. इंग्लिश में रिस्पेक्ट के लिए भी ही को ही किया जाएगा, whether someone you are talking about is elder or younger. ऐसा नहीं होता.
Maybe, ma'am, I always use
understand.
they,
No, please understand. First listen, understand, then. So यहाँ पे we are talking about, तो क्यों mute है? Yes, we are talking about a person जो आपके father है. He's a male, right? Male के लिए हम इंग्लिश में क्या यूज करते हैं? He. Female के लिए she. Animated object के लिए it, right? अब इसी को प्लूरल फॉर्म में अगर हम लेके जाएंगे तो I से प्लूरल होता है we, हम. You से प्लूरल होता है you all. ही शी इट का प्लूरल होता है, प्लूरल का मतलब आप समझ रहे हैं, एक से ज्यादा, इसमें रिस्पेक्ट कहीं नहीं आ रही है। कम ऑन यार, आई मीन
Maybe.
maybe
I didn't know about this.
आप कैसे कह
Quite
सकते हैं आई डोंट नो अबाउट दिस सचिन? आई एम रियली फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने आपको सुना है दे यूज करते हुए। If you are
maybe
talking
it's my
about
bad.
a male person, no matter he's your father, he's your uncle, he's your teacher, you will use he. How can you use they? मैं आपको बीच
Okay,
में टोकना
ma'am.
चाहती थी, आपने इतनी बार they यूज किया, बट मुझे लगा कि आपका फ्लो ना टूट जाए, इसलिए I wanted to correct you at the end.
Okay,
I want
ma'am.
to be
Sorry.
like
I
him,
will not
not
use
like
this.
them. अब him की जगह फिर वो them आ रहा था, he की जगह they आ रहा था। इंग्लिश में रिस्पेक्ट ऐसा नहीं होता। ऐसे तो अगर मैं बोलूं कि यू तू भी है, यू तुम भी है, यू आप भी है, राइट? हिंदी में हम 3 वर्ड्स यूज करते हैं। तू इनफॉर्मली किसी फ्रेंड के लिए, तुम नॉर्मल जिससे हम ज्यादा फ्रेंडली नहीं होते, आप अपनों से बड़े के लिए, राइट? पेरेंट्स हो गए जैसे। बट इंग्लिश में तीनों चीजों के लिए यू यूज होता है। ऐसे ही भले आप इंसान को रिस्पेक्ट दे रहे हैं या नहीं दे रहे, उसके लिए ही यूज होगा। ठीक है?
Okay, ma'am. Got it.
ग्रेट, या सो बक्सो मैम, इसको अब बक्सो नहीं होता रवीना, बक्शो होता है। गुड इवनिंग रवीना, दे ऑलवेज स्टे काम। आई नो मोरक्को, मोरक्को की स्पेलिंग गलत है। इस kingdom of the son of sunset. All right, who's next? Now I believe आप लोगों को आइडिया मिल गया है टॉपिक क्या है। Come on.
अच्छा हुआ मिस्टेक किया ऑलरेडी मैम।
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if someone will not speak, then I will correct my mistake.
No problem.
May I, ma'am?
Please go ahead.
Okay, ma'am. The one other person I like most is my PM. He's the father of the country for me. Actually, he has changed the world. He has changed the India drastically. Even I didn't think about this. How we are getting respect from all over the world. Even he is nominated as the best desired man all over the world in the USA magazine. I give you one example. Like nowadays, middle class family are getting lot of scheme from government, because all the schemes are given by our honorable Prime Minister PM. Like good thing about it is that previously we used to depend on other countries for different kind of products. Like in health center, we have changed. Now we have so many industries in health center. Like now we can make PPA kit, surgical things, surgical mask. So during pandemic, he has changed the India. He has changed the health center in India immensely. So I believe that in future he will also change India. He will also change the India very soon. Like we are getting loan very easily, and there are so many schemes for home loan, even people's for SC, ST, OBC. He has make some schemes so they can also get loan, pension on. So he has whatever he has done, so it make me proud. And even all over the world, he is nominated as the person who can play different kind of instrument. That's it, ma'am.
Hello, madam. Good evening. Hello.
Ma'am is writing. Just wait.
Okay.
Yes, Vivek. Hello.
Madam, today my internet connection is okay.
तो विवेक देखना होता
गुड
है,
इवनिंग मैम।
एक से बढ़कर एक से कहते हैं। अभय, मैंने आपको सुबह भी बोला था कि देख लिया करिए, अगर मैम किसी से बात कर रही हैं तो वेट किया करिए हेलो और गुड आफ्टरनून गुड इवनिंग बोलने के लिए। आप सेम चीज रिपीट कर रहे हैं। और विवेक, अभी किसी और की टर्न चल रही है, आपको वेट करना है, उसके बाद आपको बोलना है, ठीक है? अभी पहले मैं उनकी मिस्टेक्स बता दूं उन्होंने क्या करी है, उसके बाद मैं आपसे बोलूंगी बोलने के लिए।
ओके, कर लेना।
अब म्यूट पे रखिए, यस प्लीज। ओके ईशा।
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So you said you are in the person you inspire you admire the most is our prime minister, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We are can. यहाँ पे आपने R क्यों लगाया? We can.
We can.
The India. India के साथ कभी भी द का यूज नहीं होता। Peoples में कभी भी s यूज नहीं होता। He has में कभी भी यूज नहीं होता क्योंकि has have के साथ verb की थर्ड फॉर्म आती है, तो यहाँ पे made होगा।
Made. He has made.
Yes, he has made India so better, और जो भी आपको लिखना है। उसके बाद it make, it के साथ makes आएगा। It makes me proud. Kind of instrument नहीं होता, तो या तो kinds लगाओ, different kinds of instruments. Kind of instrument नहीं होता, because you're talking about different instruments, right? So काफी mistake हो रही है ईशा बोलने में।
Okay, ma'am, will got it.
Work, please work, please work. Okay?
Okay.
Will you develop topic? आप बोलो, कोशिश करो।
Okay, okay, ma'am, got it.
Because ये बहुत silly mistakes हैं, जैसे has have के साथ verb की थर्ड फॉर्म ना लगाना, peoples का यूज करना, people का यूज ना करना।
Okay, ma'am, got it.
Right? Yes. Okay, विवेक, आज आपका नेटवर्क ठीक है, congratulations. Please speak on the topic. Topic आपकी स्क्रीन पे आपको दिख ही रहा होगा। Who are the people, famous or not, you admire most?
But madam, I am so much hesitate to speak. I'm not able to speak. I want to speak so much, but I don't know how to make a sentence.
तो विवेक, उसके लिए आपको पहले अपनी ग्रामर पे वर्क करना पड़ेगा, ठीक है?
Okay.
और ग्रामर के लिए मैंने आपको उस दिन भी बोला था, मेरी दोपहर को 12 बजे जो क्लास होती है वो ग्रामर की होती है, और भी बाकी ट्रेनर्स हैं, सिर्फ मेरी क्लास नहीं होती, तो आप वो ज्वाइन करिए। ये 5 बजे वाली क्लास तो स्पीकिंग की होती है, ताकि स्टूडेंट स्पीकिंग प्रैक्टिस कर सके, राइट?
तो ये क्लास है जो वो प्रो प्लेयर के लिए, यानी जो स्पीकिंग में फ्लुएंटली हो?
नहीं, फ्लुएंटली तो नहीं कह सकती मैं, जिन लोगों को स्पीकिंग आती है, जैसे अभी आपने देखा इन्होंने अभी स्पीकिंग करी, इनकी कितनी सारी मिस्टेक्स हुई, तो मैं इन्हें मिस्टेक्स बताती हूँ, तो ये इम्प्रूव कर रहे हैं। फ्लुएंट तो यहाँ पे कोई भी नहीं है, मैं ऐसे नहीं बोलूंगी कि फ्लुएंट ही, मतलब परफेक्ट लोग नहीं है ना, परफेक्ट होते तो वो सीखते क्यों, राइट?
ओके मैडम, तो आपकी ग्रामर की क्लास कब चालू होती है?
जी, सुबह दोपहर को 12 बजे, और बाकी दिन में भी और ट्रेनर्स की क्लासेस होती हैं, आप एक बार देख लीजिए। 1 बजे होती है, 2 बजे होती है, 3 बजे होती है।
ओके, कोई बात
सचिन है
नहीं।
क्या? हेलो,
कौन बोला बीच में? यस दिव्या।
सचिन है क्या?
हाँ जी दिव्या, सचिन है।
हाँ, तो सचिन को कहिएगा टेलीग्राम में जो अपना जो ग्रुप है उसका नाम बताए।
दिव्या, ऐसी चीजें आप कमेंट्स में भी पूछ सकते हैं ना, जैसे स्पीकिंग सेशन, एंड व्हाई आर यू नॉट स्पीकिंग इन इंग्लिश? Sachin, please write the name and everything in the comment box. And who else would like to talk about this topic? Deepak, Ashwini, Shubham, Zishan, Classic Info World. इनका तो मुझे नाम ही याद नहीं रहता, Classic Info World का। Vishakha, why you are not?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Vishal.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I am good. How about you?
Quite tough job, ma'am, you are doing right now.
What happened? What job?
Your job.
My job. Achha, you are saying I am doing a tough job. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. So the recent, which I want to consider as a famous personality on a televisions, on a news, is a New Zealand president who postponed her marriage due to the corona restrictions. So I really admire her initiative, because on the other hand, the UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson is in a trouble, because he celebrated a party in the Prime Minister house down street, and despite the corona restrictions are were very strict at that time. So right now he's about to lose his job due to this mistake. Yeah, even though he apologized in front of all nation, but no nations and the Congress members are not allowing him to not allowing to ignoring this mistake to that George Monson. But on the other hand, look at she set a example for the whole nations and world leaders. If you look, you have to become forward and present yourself as a unique person, as a set a unique example. So because you are a world leader and people follow you, so you shouldn't be do those mistakes which you expect from others. She set an example. So I really admire her. Her name is Sandra Ardern. So that's what I wanted to say, ma'am.
Good, Zishan, good. I really like the person you have chosen to talk about. And although there were no grammatical mistakes, but I don't know why first you said all nation in front of all nation, and the second time you said whole nations. So ये opposite जाएगा. It should be whole nation and all the nations. तो ये आपने थोड़ी सी गड़बड़ी करी है.
Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, who's next talking about the topic?
Hello, ma'am.
Madam,
Yes.
can I ask you one question?
Yes, Vivek, please go ahead.
What is the difference between famous and favorite?
फेवरेट होता है जो आपको पसंद होता है.
तो
फेमस
अगर
होता
मैं
है जो फेमस होता है, प्रसिद्ध, पॉपुलर.
तो मैं फेवरेट पर्सन के बारे में भी बोल सकता हूँ ना?
आपको बोलना है, आप बोलिए, किसी भी टॉपिक पे बोलिए. आपने मुझे क्या बोला कि मैम मैं हेजिटेट करता हूँ, मुझे सेंटेंस मेकिंग नहीं आती.
हाँ, लेकिन अटक जाता. कोई नहीं, चलो नेक्स्ट को आप.
नहीं, मैं ये नहीं कह रही. आप अटकते हैं तो मैं आपको करेक्ट करूंगी ना. आपने तो पहले ही हथियार डाल दिए, राइट? तो अगर आपको बोलना है आप बोलिए, कोई भी टॉपिक, इजी टॉपिक पे बोल लिया. अगर आपको ये डिफरेंट लग रहा है, आप फेवरेट पर्सन पे बोल लिए. हु इज योर फेवरेट पर्सन? ठीक है. आपने खुद ही बोला कि मैम मुझे आता नहीं है, सेंटेंस मेकिंग मेरी ठीक नहीं है, ग्रामर ठीक नहीं है. तो मैंने उस पे आपको बोला था कि अगर आपको ग्रामर पे वर्क करना है, सेंटेंस फॉर्मेशन पे, तो उसके लिए आपको ग्रामर पे वर्क करना पड़ेगा ग्रामर की क्लास में.
ओके.
यस, मैंने किसी को भी यहाँ पे रोका नहीं है. जिसको जो बोलना है, मैं टॉपिक भी, ऊपर वाले भी टॉपिक्स आपको दिख रहे होंगे, आपको कोई भी टॉपिक ठीक लगे आप उस पर बोल सकते हैं.
ओके मैडम.
Yes, Dipendra.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, I inspired from James, Nicholas James Vujicic. He was an Australian and American motivational speaker. And when he was born in the hospital without limbs, so at that time, nurse told him, his mother, you are given a birth, the baby who don't have limbs, who without limbs. So ma'am, after his mother, her mother was surprised, because ma'am, they don't have a legs. Without handicap, the person was birth. And ma'am, after her mother was cannot accept him and cannot hold it anymore. So what happens after ma'am? He, when he graduated from the university in the Australia, so he become a motivational speaker. He told to people, there is no our fault. It's totally on our. It's totally. It's God's hands. So it's not a problem. So you can do anything in the whole life. So I am really inspired from him. He wrote in a book, Life Without Limits. So I read very carefully because ma'am, I'm just comparing with him. We have perfect everything. We have hand, legs. We are seeing good, everything in this world. So why cannot you do anything? So he was good swimmer. He playing amazing football. So without limbs, so he was doing a lot of things without limbs. So they don't have a hand, legs. So he was doing great job. And also people also he was a good motivational speaker. So I am inspired from him. So if you are lose anything in the your life, so don't regret for that. Just move forward what you can achieve in your life, because everything will be possible if you are doing hard work. So that's all from my ma'am, from my side. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Dipendra, many grammatical mistakes. Beginning में तो I couldn't understand what you are trying to say. So I was really focusing on what you were saying. Many mistakes means who don't know. Who के साथ कभी भी don't नहीं आएगा, doesn't आएगा यहाँ पे. You are talking about one person. Her mother, Nicholas Sparks, जिनकी आप बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, वो male है, female नहीं है, तो his mother आएगा यहाँ पे. They don't have. They, अब अगर आप past की बात करें तो यहाँ पे don't से did हो जाएगा. What happens नहीं होगा, what happened. He become, सब में आपने first form verb की use करी है, यहाँ पे होगा he became. In God's hands होता है, God's hands नहीं होता. Everything is in God's hands. आपने in नहीं लगाया. Who have, who के साथ has आएगा. He was good. He was good swimmer. नहीं, he was a good swimmer. And this he is the person who I admire the most होगा, या I am, आपने कुछ बोला था from him. I am admire from him. Admire नहीं होगा यहाँ पे, आपने गलत यूज किया है. Admired by him होगा. Okay. Many mistakes. Please work on your tenses. Dipendra, you are using present simple tense. See, very simple. I believe आपको हिंदी आती होगी. अगर आप पास्ट की कोई बात बता रहे हैं, किसी के बचपन की, किसी के पुराने वक्त की, कि वो पहले इतने वैसे थे कि जब वो पैदा हुए थे, his mother was shocked, तो यहाँ पे सब में ed फॉर्म यूज होगी, मतलब सेकंड फॉर्म ऑफ वर्ब यूज होगा, बिकॉज आप पास्ट में स्टोरी बता रहे हैं, प्रेजेंट पे आप नहीं बता रहे. प्लीज वर्क ऑन योर टेंसेस एंड थोड़ी सी स्पीच में अपनी क्लैरिटी लाइए, क्योंकि बहुत डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है समझना दैट व्हाट यू आर सेइंग. आप क्या करते जल्दी बोलने के चक्कर में आप, जहां तक मुझे लगा कि you want fluency while you are speaking, and when you become fluent you make mistakes, and also there is no clarity of speech when you speak fluently. So I don't want you to be fluent like this. I want you to be fluent when you are not making any grammatical errors. क्योंकि अगर आप grammatical errors कर रहे हैं और सामने वाले को कुछ समझ ही नहीं आ रहा आप क्या बोल रहे हैं, तो आपकी फ्लुएंसी का फायदा ही नहीं है. ओके, फ्लुएंसी कब आती है और कब अच्छी लगती है? when you are not making any grammatical mistakes, you are speaking very clearly and loudly. That time you will be appreciated on your fluency part. ओके, अभी के लिए प्लीज अपनी आप स्पीच पे थोड़ी सी क्लैरिटी लाइए. अब जैसे रिकॉर्डेड सेशन है, सबसे अच्छी बात यहाँ पे ये है कि रिकॉर्डेड सेशन है, तो आप रिकॉर्डिंग दोबारा देख सकते हैं, राइट? तो रिकॉर्डिंग एक बार देखिए, उसके बाद आप खुद देखिएगा कि आपने कितनी सारी मिस्टेक्स करी. और जैसे जैसे आप बोल रहे थे मैं स्क्रीन पे लिख रही थी, तो आप वो भी देख सकते हैं कि मैंने कहा क्या क्या मिस्टेक करी है, मुझे उसकी जगह क्या क्या बोलना था. ओके, पूरा रिकॉर्डेड सेशन देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, सिर्फ ये 5 से 4-5 मिनट का जो जितने भी पार्ट में आपने बोला है और मैंने अभी आपको समझाया, सिर्फ इतना पार्ट रिपीट करिए, इनफ होगा. लर्न फ्रॉम योर मिस्टेक्स.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Can I speak, ma'am?
Yes, Abhay, please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, I am admired by lot of famous people in Bihar, but I describe who is Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav, who is the ex-chief minister of Bihar and ex railway minister of India, he was born in a very poor family and he was achieved.
अभय, प्लीज आपके पीछे से बहुत ज्यादा शोर आ रहा है, अगर आप पीछे से चुप करा सकते हैं तो प्लीज करा दीजिए.
Okay, ma'am.
कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्योंकि पीछे से ज्यादा शोर आ रहा है.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I inform, ma'am.
जो भी बोल रहे हैं आप उनको बोलिए कि या तो धीरे बोले या चुप हो जाए. 2 मिनट के लिए स्पीकिंग करनी है.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. He was gained a good education from Patna University and he was elected a student president of Patna University before 1990 and he was first elected member of parliament in 80 and he was a big change and big development bringing in a poor family, especially a backward class and scheduled caste and scheduled tribe. He motivate and give awareness and he explained to poor family about the education and what is the power of education. And that time no very less member of a state assembly from a scheduled caste and backward caste. So first time he was made the chief minister of Bihar. Then he gave the ticket most of backward classes, scheduled class, scheduled tribe. So that reason many people come from elected in the election and made the member of the state assembly and many roles to improve his society and give the awareness. And then his tenure was 15 years as a chief minister of Bihar, both husband and wife. Then many big development done in the Bihar. 4 and 5 railway industry established in the Bihar and many fulfill the employment. Then he was made a railway minister in
Ma'am,
India.
there are many learners.
Yes, ma'am. In India. Then
Abhay, now you can just I
yes,
believe you
yes,
should
ma'am.
end it.
So
So you, as you have already spoken for a long time, आप क्योंकि थोड़ा धीरे बोलते हैं तो आप ज़्यादा time लेते हैं. Other learners are also there, I believe, and you are also making many mistakes, like admire the person. आपने कुछ बोला था admire most, admired by, admired आएगा यहाँ पे, ed form आएगी by के साथ. I am describing about Lalu Prasad Yadav, who was the ex railway minister. He motivate. प्रेजेंट में यूज करेंगे तो मोटिवेट्स आएगा, पास्ट में डी आएगा, मोटिवेट कहीं पे भी नहीं आएगा. सेम ही एक्सप्लेन्ड, क्योंकि आप पास्ट की बात कर रहे थे, उन्होंने बहुत लोगों को मोटिवेट करा, बहुत लोगों को एक्सप्लेन करा व्हाट इज द पावर ऑफ एजुकेशन, व्हाट इज द यूज मीन ऑफ एजुकेशन. पीपल्स, पता नहीं पीपल्स में तो मुझे समझ नहीं आता, आप लोग कब सीखेंगे ये चीज. द बिहार के साथ किसी भी सिटी का नाम, किसी भी स्टेट का, किसी भी कंट्री के नाम के साथ द नहीं आता. आप लोगों को मैं इतनी बार बता चुकी हूँ, आर्टिकल्स द नहीं आता. All right, who's next?
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon, Razi. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. Thank you. How are you?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, Abhay.
Okay, ma'am. So I would like to talk on this topic. Who are the people, famous or not, you admire most? So, ma'am, second point, it means it doesn't matter whether they are famous or not, right?
Yes, of course. Means the topic is जिस इंसान को आप admire करते हो, क्या वो famous है कोई? क्योंकि mostly it happens that people admire a famous personality.
Correct.
आपसे पूछ रहे हैं, the person is famous or not? So you can say no, the person I admire the most is not a famous person. उसके बाद आप उस person के बारे में description दे सकते हैं. और if the person is famous, then you can say yes, the person I admire the most is a famous person, and he is or she is that. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. So for me, I admire most of the people. For me, there is no particular.
Sorry, Razi. Please, dobara say.
What?
Please start again.
Yeah, ma'am. Sure. I admire most of the people. There is not specific person in my life to whom I admire a lot. So according to me, we can learn from each and everyone something. And if the person, if they are able to contribute something, if they are teaching me, or they are instigating the spirit in me, not instigating, what should be the proper word, ma'am? They fire the, I'm not getting, ma'am, what should I say? If they are, agar wo jaga rahe hai mere andar, that's what I wanna say.
Provoking, if they're provoking.
Provoking instinct, no, ma'am. Provoking, instigating is negative connotation. अगर वो मेरे में कुछ अच्छा करने की
they're building, enhancing,
yeah. If they are building something good, something positive in me, so I admire such person. Even though it doesn't matter how rich they are or how loaded they are. Loaded is another term for rich person. So for me, even if my helper, like my domestic helper, I admire a lot, because at the age of 65, she has that zeal and zest to do work. Whatever she does, she put her heart and soul into that. So I like such person. Even I admire one of my Jeju, because in the beginning he struggled a lot. He never went anywhere. For first 10 years, he spent totally for his career. Once he set up in his life, afterwards now he has so many chances to go anywhere, wherever he wants. So such person who takes challenges, who set their life by themselves. So I like such person, and they admire me a lot. Yeah, ma'am. That's all.
Yes, Razi. Razi, although the topic was good, you said that the people who are hardworking, diligent, I admire these people, no matter whether they are famous or not, good one. She put, as you were talking about your 65-year-old.
She puts. Yeah, she puts.
One of my
Yes.
Jiju. First of all, Jiju is not an English word, so you're supposed to say
Yeah, brother-in-laws. Yeah, ma'am.
exactly. यहाँ पे plural होगा. अगर जीजूस भी आप बोलते तो ठीक था. One of my जीजूस.
But in Hindi it sounds jijus. So brother-in-laws, I guess it's good
He
one.
never went. He never went नहीं होता. He has never, or he never been. Went नहीं होता. Been होता. He never been to any places. But now he can go anywhere he likes. Who said? I like someone who sets an example, a good example.
Correct, ma'am. Got it, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Can I, ma'am?
Yes, Neil, please go ahead.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
And nice to meet you. Today's topic is who are the best people, famous or not, you admire most. I would like to share about my father. Is in my life, the best is my father. I learned so many things from my father, and still now I am following day-to-day life, my father's life in my life also, because my life, my father, so many things have been done in their village. Now my father means 25 years experience in politics in village, but no any with ego or any or all of things that should with all of people's means ego and other things also. In money also, money is important in politics. So I follow best.
सुनील, आपका नेटवर्क एरर हो रहा है, कुछ भी आवाज नहीं आ रही.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. Now.
Can I audible, ma'am?
Can I audible is wrong. Am I audible?
Am I audible, ma'am? Okay. I follow day-to-day life, my father's life, and also my father's every steps teach me when I goes towards wrong in every situations. One is the fully positive things with my father in their regular habits. He woke up daily at 4:30 or 4 p.m. daily woke up, and then come us to for all our family, and we.
Okay,
And,
Sunil, I'm so sorry, I have to stop you here. Actually,
Okay,
Sunil, you are making a lot of grammatical mistakes. Means your sentence structure is wrong. मतलब जो भी आप बोल रहे हैं, आधी से ज्यादा चीज मुझे समझ ही नहीं आ रही. कुछ चीजें आप पास्ट में बोल रहे हैं, कुछ चीजें समझ ही नहीं आ रही. आप अपने फादर के लिए बोल रहे हैं, अपने लिए बोल रहे हैं. स्टिल नाउ आपने कुछ यहाँ पे यूज किया, हैव बीन डन कभी नहीं होता. हैव के साथ बीन के साथ हमेशा वर्ब की फर्स्ट फॉर्म आईएनजी यूज होती है, और अगर आप अपने फादर के लिए यूज कर रहे हैं तो यहाँ पे हैज आएगा. ऑल ऑफ पीपल्स नहीं होता, ऑल द पीपल होता है. देयर फादर के लिए देयर नहीं यूज होता, ही यूज होता है. ही वेक्स अप एवरी मॉर्निंग, वोक अप नहीं होता. come us to, ये तो कुछ भी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया। तो जो भी आपने बोला है दीपेंद्र, उसमें से मैं आपको बता रही हूँ 80% मुझे कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आया। मुझे सिर्फ ये समझ आया that the person you admire the most is your father because he is very hard working, I believe. उसके बाद आपने जो भी चीजें बताई हैं, मतलब you said something about your village also, that he has done a lot of things for your village. वो भी थोड़ा बहुत ने समझने की कोशिश करी, but
Yes, ma'am. Definitely, I will try once another day. And
once
now,
another day नहीं, another day, once नहीं आएगा, या तो आप
okay,
once
another day.
again बोलिए या another day बोलिए. I will
Okay,
try
ma'am.
another day. And
Another day.
please work on your grammar. Tenses learn करिए, present simple tense, क्योंकि आपका structure formation बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है.
Okay, okay, ma'am.
This is why people, I always tell you that grammar is important. Because if you are speaking, the other person is not able to understand, then what is the mean, right?
Okay, ma'am.
What is the point of speaking when the other person is not able to understand whether you are talking about someone in present, either in present or in past, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fluency matters, but right grammar comes first. पहले
Yes,
राइट
ma'am.
ग्रामर आनी चाहिए आपकी, फिर फ्लुएंसी आनी चाहिए। अगर आपके ये दोनों पार्ट ठीक हो गए हैं, उसके बाद आप अपनी वोकैबुलरी पे यूज कर सकते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल आई कैन से राजी, शी वाज यूजिंग वेरी गुड वोकैबुलरी like loaded, and Razi, if you are using a good word, उसका मतलब ये नहीं है आपको उसका मीनिंग भी बताना है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपने बोला loaded is another word for rich, I know, और जिसकी वोकैबुलरी अच्छी होगी उसको पता ही होगा, so never do that. Okay?
Yeah, ma'am, sure.
Yes. Who's next?
Ma'am, but
We have
ma'am,
just
I think ma'am, grammar is important, but at the same time we need to balance each and everything. Like with grammar, one side we need to learn grammar, and simultaneously we need to speak. We need to execute those concepts as well. We need to utilize it.
That is for intermediate student. For example, I could say Sachin. His grammar is good, but he is practicing as well. The person I have just talked with, what was the name? I forgot the name. Sunil, I believe. He is a very basic student. So uske liye abhi, I would suggest to work on the grammar first. And of course, you can take the class. For example, a present simple tense पढ़ने, present simple tense को आप अपने daily routine की practice करिए.
Yeah, ma'am, because the structure, how it went, ma'am, like in childhood, we were just focusing on grammar. But if like while learning tenses, if simple present tense, if anyone teaching, and at the same time, they tell us what is the use and tell in that way, like for your daily routine. And instantly if they made us speak on spontaneously, then I think the situation would have been changed, ma'am.
Right. Who's next?
Yes, ma'am.
अबे आपकी स्पीकिंग हो चुकी है।
मैम
May I, ma'am?
Hello, ma'am.
Please go ahead, Shobha.
Yes, ma'am. I am Abhay Kumar.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
No.
Yes, seriously.
Sorry, ma'am. Okay, sorry, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Shobha, are you speaking?
Yeah, ma'am. Wait, ma'am. I'll go upstairs. Ma'am, the people who famous I admire most is the Sudha Murthy, ma'am. She is the founder of Infosys Foundation, ma'am. She is also a philanthropist. Am I audible, ma'am? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you are audible, Shobha.
Ma'am? Raji,
Yes,
may I audible?
Shobha, speak,
Yeah,
Shobha,
yeah,
ma'am.
you are audible.
You are
Moving the
audible.
cursor. Ma'am is moving the cursor. You speak.
Hello.
Shobha, you can speak, Shobha.
Shobha, you are audible.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. She is a philanthropist and she is the sorry, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
इसलिए मैं बोलती हूँ, don't worry if you are speaking, go with the flow. I will tell you whether you are audible or not, right? अगर आप ऑडिबल नहीं होगे तो मैं आपको खुद ही बोल दूंगी ना ऑडिबल
Construction meeting, ma'am. So
yes,
or you
ma'am.
interrupt in between. That's the reason you stop talking. Means flow ही चला जाता है.
okay, ma'am. She is the
Right.
pilon.
Ma'am,
She is
ma'am,
the. She would
ma'am,
write the.
please encourage the student, not discourage.
अभय डिस्करेज आप एक काम करिए, आप मेरी क्लास मत अटेंड किया करिए अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मैं किसी को डिस्करेज कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे, ठीक है? क्योंकि आपको 4 बार, आप इतने बड़े हैं एज में, मुझसे भी बहुत बड़े हैं, आपको एक चीज मैं इतनी बार बोल चुकी हूँ कि अगर कोई दूसरा स्टूडेंट स्पीकिंग कर रहा है आप बीच में मत बोलिए. आपको ये चीज समझ में नहीं आ रही और आपको लग रहा है मैं डिस्करेज कर रही हूँ. अगर मैं स्टूडेंट्स की मिस्टेक्स निकाल रही हूँ, मैं उनको डिस्करेज कर रही हूँ. अगर आप कुछ गलत बोल रहे हो और मैं आपके लिए तालियां बजाऊं, कल को आप कहीं जाके बोलेंगे तो वो आप फिर मुझे बोलेंगे ना कि मैम ने तो मेरी मिस्टेक्स ही नहीं निकाली. तो भाई आप लोग बता दिए यहाँ पे, क्योंकि आप लोग पढ़ने आ रहे हैं, आपके हिसाब से क्लास चलनी चाहिए. आप बता दिए कि क्या करना है. आपको मैं 1 घंटा दे देती हूँ, आप बोलते जाइए, बाकी स्टूडेंट्स कोई नहीं बोलेगा, सिर्फ अभय स्पीकिंग करेंगे और कोई डिस्करेज नहीं करेगा. ठीक है?
Yeah, ma'am.
Shobha, please continue.
Yeah, ma'am. She indulged in helping orphans and old age homes, ma'am. She has abundant knowledge of books, ma'am. She wrote very good books to inspire the people, ma'am. That's why I admire her, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Shobha, you speak so well. I want you to speak more.
Then she's
I like-
also simple.
Yeah, go ahead.
She is very simple, ma'am. Means that's all, ma'am. I'm not getting the points to speak, ma'am, because I'm in constructing house, ma'am. My
It's
mood
fine.
is
It's fine. You
is
got
going there, ma'am,
interrupted.
because of
I-
so much
noise,
of
I
noise
believe.
coming from outside, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
it's
ma'am.
okay. That interruption is fine. It's वो interruption कुछ नहीं है. I know sometimes it happens. हमें लगता है कि ज्यादा आवाज आ रही है. जब ज्यादा होती है तो मैं खुद ही बोल देती हूँ that there is so much background noise. But that was fine. And this one mistake, Shobha, she has written a book. Okay, she has written a book. She has written many books. You talked about one. She has written a book. Right.
Thank you so much.
Ma'am.
Yes, Divya.
Who are the person famous or not you admire most? My uncle is the person who admire I admire
The most.
Huh?
Yes.
Who I admire most in my life, because so many good things to learn about him and implement in my life. My uncle helped me when I so depressed in my some period in life. He helped me to motivate. He